Hey Warriors, today I want to take some time to introduce to you ARTSTOR, an online digital catalog collection of paintings, pictures, and other images that we have access to here at Oconee County High School. Now, to access ARTSTOR, you're going to want to first go to the Warrior Center website. Once you're on the Warrior Center website, let's click on Student Resources, and from here we'll be able to access ARTSTOR. So on the Student Resources page, we have Galileo, JSTOR, ARTSTOR, as well as Destiny and Destiny Discover. JSTOR and ARTSTOR are very similar. They're owned by the same parent company, so they have a lot of similar attributes to them. So we're going to click on the ARTSTOR link, and that's going to take us to their home page. And from there, we're going to want to click on the ARTSTOR Digital Library. Now you're going to see an option to log in. We do not have access to ARTSTOR's premium content. However, we do have access to their public collections, and that's what we're going to search first here today. So let's say that we're doing a project on New York City. We're going to type in New York City, hit enter, and we're going to see that we have nearly 13,000 search results for New York City. Now, we're going to probably want to weed that down just a little bit. That's an awful lot of results to search through, all right, and to filter out. So we're going to try to limit that down as best we can. Now, you can limit by geography, and you're probably wondering, why are there 448 images of New York City associated with Europe? New York City's in the United States, and that's a great question. This geography is done by the home of the publisher who is publishing this photo. So 448 of the people that publish these photos of New York City are from Europe. We can also go by classification. Do we want something about architecture and city planning? This is going to be a lot of blueprints. Are we more interested in photographs or prints? Maybe a graphic design, some manuscripts, some paintings, things of that nature. We can also go down to the contributor. If you are searching for a particular image and you know somebody from Columbia or Cornell University published that image, you could click on that and that would weed it down as well. You can also search by date. So you could type in a date that you're looking for or a starting date and an ending date as well. You have a BCE or before Common Era option, as well as a CE or Common Era option. A lot of people still refer to these as BC, before Christ, and AD, after death. If that helps you kind of break those things down in your mind. So let's, for instance, say that we're looking for something dealing with architecture, city planning. We're looking for some maps, some blueprints, something of that nature. And we're going to first click on this first image. It is a map of New York City and Manhattan Island. So once I've clicked on this image, I can obviously view the image. I can zoom in if I need to. I can zoom out. I can fit this to view, or I can expand to the entire page if I wanted to get an up close and a better look. I also have an option to compare this to another image if I wanted to as well. So I've decided that I want this image. This is something that I want to include in my assignment or in my project or paper. So how do I go about including it? Well, we can add this to a group. You can create a group of images in ARTSTOR if you would like to. You can download the image, which is what I would suggest doing. So therefore you have a hard copy of this image saved somewhere. Or you can print the item if you want to. Hit print preview, and it's going to give you a breakdown of everything that's going to come out of this. It's going to give you the image. It's going to give you all the item details that go along with this, all the information that you are going to need in order to cite your source. A lot of people think it's a picture. I don't need to cite it. It's not a research article. Well, yes, you do, because this is a piece of work that you're using to strengthen your assignment. So you do have to give credit where credit is due. And once again, all item details can be found here on the right-hand side as well. You can see the subject area, maps of cities, in this case, New York City. If I wanted to further search for maps, I could click this link. It gives me a link to the source. This comes from the Library of Congress. It tells me who all the rights are given to and where this collection came from. All right? But let's say that I've decided I'm going to use this. I've printed it out. I've embedded it into my assignment or my paper. Now I need to cite this item. And that's what you're going to do right here. Click on Citation. And this is going to give you the citations for APA, MLA, and Chicago. Chances are you're using MLA, but you might also be using APA or Chicago. Those are much more common in the college and the university level. You would simply click copy to clipboard and it will copy that entire thing. Okay, and then you can paste it. Now, like I've said in all the other videos, do not take this 100% for accuracy in your citations. Always double check using Purdue OWL. It's an online writing library maintained by Purdue University that has all the most up-to-date formats for all the major citation formatting. All right. But this is the general overview of ARTSTOR. Like I said, it's very similar to JSTOR. They're owned by the same parent company, and they allow you a bunch of the very same tools. Okay, so make sure you use ARTSTOR. If you have any questions about it, feel free to stop by the Warrior Center and ask me, or shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to help.